Yes. All right, so I'm going to start right off with my card for the day. And with yesterday being Valentine's Day, I thought this would be a good one to contemplate. It's Speak from the Heart. Speak from the heart. It's got some pretty rose petals in the shape of a heart. And the quote that I got to go along with it is by Mahatma Gandhi. He says, "Where there is love, there is life." So let's just take a minute and think about someone or something in our life that we love. Just bring a hand up to your heart. Maybe make a couple circles just to make that physical connection with your heart. And who do you want to send some love to this morning? Right here, right now. They may not even know you're thinking about them, or they may be sitting right next to you. And just think about sending them some love and good energy and wishing them well for the day. And thinking about why you love that person or thing. And letting that settle into your heart. Speaking from your heart. Just noticing if that has any sort of trickle-down effect to your body. So you're sending out love. How does your body feel when you do that? And we can do this any day of the year. It doesn't have to be a special, particular day. It can be any day. Sending out love and kindness to others. And it really does have an impact. Even though it may seem small, it really has a large effect. Take a deeper breath in on your next inhale. And exhale, release. Take another breath in. And release. Another breath in. And release. Good. And then just release your hand down away from your heart. Let your eyes open. We're going to just do a couple of circles with our head. So let's drop the chin down to the chest, folding the head forward. And then we're gradually going to make a big circle going over to the right and back behind us, to the left, around and down to center, over to the right and back, around and down to center. One more time, over right, back around and center. Pause at center, and let's reverse that and do 3 the other way. Nice and easy. When you're rolling your head back, inhale. And when you're rolling forward, you can exhale. One more time. And then chin to chest, pause, open the eyes, lift and look up. And let's bring the arms out to the side and then bring them up overhead, interlace the fingers and place them behind your head. Now pull those elbows back, lift your chest, raise your eyes, look up, and let's just hold it here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release, bring it back to center. Release the hands out. Drop them down to the ground, and taking a nice easy twist, let's bring the right hand over to the left knee and the left hand behind you, and look back over your shoulder. Think about turning your belly, twisting a little bit more to the left, bringing your chin back, bringing your eyes around, breathing. Good, and then bring it back to center. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, and twist. And back to center again. All right, let's head on over to the mat, getting into a tabletop position. Have your hands under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And let's round the back up, belly in, tailbone tucks, chin under, pressing into the hands and knees. Tops of the feet are down, press a little bit harder, lift a little bit higher, and then release the belly, lift the hips, raise the eyes. Round the back up and release back down. Round the back up and release back down. Round it up and release. Round it up and release. Round it up and release. One more time. Lift it up and then back down. Let's sit back towards our heels. Stretch the hands out in front. Bring the head down to the floor. Finding child pose. Forehead to the mat if it touches. And breathing here. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Lift up into table. And then exhale, slide the hips down. Inhale, lift the heart, raise the eyes, look up. And exhale, bring it all the way back. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale back. Coming up and down and up and back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring it up and down and up and back. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Come back up into table position. Walk those knees back in if they got out a little bit. Bring your hands in as well. We're going to bring the left hand all the way up to the ceiling and then dive it down. Drop the shoulder, drop the head. Reach the hand up towards the ceiling and start to spiral, making some circles that get bigger and bigger. Good. Reverse direction, big circle other way, and gradually let the circles get smaller. And then drop your hand to the mat and come back up. And this time we're going to take the other side so the right arm reaches all the way up towards the ceiling and then drops down, bringing the head and shoulder to the floor, and the left arm comes up. Start the spiral, letting it get bigger. Pause, reverse, other way. Good, and then drop your hand down, come back up into tabletop position again. And let's walk our hands in towards our knees and come up to kneeling. Have your spine nice and tall. Make sure the knees are right under your hips. And let's just bring our hands to our waist, lift the chest, raise the eyes, look up. Nice easy back bend to get started here, just holding it, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale back to center. Let's curl the toes under behind you. Bring the hands to the back, and if you can, the fingers can point up your back. If that's a little awkward for your hands, you can just turn them down. See what works. Pull the elbows towards one another, gently pressing into your back. Let your belly come forward, lifting the heart, opening the heart, raising the chin up, and holding here. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Bring it back to center. Release your hands down. Just swing a couple times side to side. Softening the spine here. Good. And then come back to center. Let's bring the right hand around, grab hold of the right heel, and then bring the left hand up towards the ceiling. Now imagine that right hand is glued to the foot, and you're going to reach your left hand a little bit higher, stretching through your whole left side. Breathing. Good, and then release, come back down to center. Just shake it out a little bit, and we're going to go over other side. So the left hand grabs the left heel, right hand reaches up, and now stretch a little further. Bring that right fingertips way up towards the ceiling. Open the right side. Eyes are up, heart is open. 3 breaths. Good, and then release, come back down, swing the arms side to side a couple times, and then back to center. All right, tops of the feet back down onto the floor. Let's walk those hands back out into tabletop position, and we're going to curl the toes under, and let's lift up, coming into downward facing dog. And just pedal your feet out back and forth, bending one knee then the other a couple times. Noticing the backs, the calves, the backs of your legs as you drop those heels down, giving them a little bit of a stretch. Just walking it out. And then gently shake your head no. And then shake your head yes. Good, and then keep your feet still, and let's walk our hands towards our feet. And then slowly letting your hands drape down towards the ground. Tuck your body in towards your legs, trying to straighten your legs as much as you can. Just holding a forward fold here for a minute. Now put a little bend in your knees and walk your hands around to the left. Take a twist. And then back to center, over to the right. And back to center. Come up halfway, flat back lift. Looking forward, extend out through your spine, through your head. And then exhale, fold it back down again. Inhale, lift, come up halfway. Exhale, fold it down. This time, inhale, lift, come up halfway. And then walk yourself all the way up to standing. Lower back, middle back, and head coming up last. Let me just adjust this just a tinch. All right, so you're at the back of your mat, standing in Tadasana. Let's bring our hands together at our heart. Thumbs touch the chest. Close your eyes, feet grounding down. Just feeling your feet connecting to the ground, the energy flowing up through the legs, through the hips, through the torso, through the heart, up through the throat, through the head, And just imagine light coming out the top of your head. And that energy flow from the earth up through you and out into the air. And then slowly let your eyes open. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up halfway. Exhale, down. Spread the arms, flat back all the way up and over. And exhale, hands back to your heart. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way. And exhale, hands back to your heart. One more time. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale, release. Walk your hands out, coming into plank position. Just take a minute here, come onto your toes, push out through your heels, make your body long. Hands are underneath your shoulders, adjust if you need to. Core is strong. Your head is an extension of your spine, and you're breathing steady. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Now drop your knees to the mat. Tops of the feet down, tuck your elbows, come all the way down onto the mat. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Slowly pick it up, coming up for Cobra. Lift, look up, and exhale, drop back down. Inhale, lift, bring it up, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Take your hands and walk them outside of your mat. And tent your fingers up. Have your elbows pointing up as well. And now we're going to lift for Cobra in a little bit different style. Exhale, drop back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Good. Bring your forehead to the mat. Release your hands. Take your hands behind you, clasping them together. And now we're going to point the fingers down towards the feet as we slowly lift the head, lift the chest, look up, and then exhale, drop back down. Inhale, lift, look up, and exhale, down. This time we're going to lift and look up. The feet stay down here. Hands are reaching back. Eyes are up. Chest is lifted. Breathe for 3. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, release. Forehead to the mat. Release those hands. Slowly bring it up. Back into tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders. And just wiggle your hips side to side. Let your head swing back and forth. Soften the spine here. Breathing. Good. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands and come up into this kneeling position, making sure knee is over heel. Interlace the fingers, and let's drop down into a full lunge here. So you're pressing into the leg with your hands. Your heart is lifted. See if you can draw your chin up towards the ceiling. Have your eyes looking up, and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, eyes come forward. Drop the hands down and bring it back into this position. Now take the right foot back and bring the left foot forward. Come on up into kneeling. Interlace fingers on the other leg and drop down into your lunge. Nice strong base. Feeling your core settle down as you do this. Lift the heart with your chin. Draw a line and look up. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Eyes come forward. Bring the hips back. Drop your hands down. And bring that knee back in. Now we're going to come up onto our feet here and come into a squat position. However wide or close you want your feet is fine. And then just start twisting side to side. Drop one knee forward and then the other. One knee and then the other. Back and forth. Good, and now when you twist to the left next time, hold it here, looking back, breathing, giving the right toe a little stretch. Your toes should be turned under here as the right knee pushes down. And then let's come back to center. Keep the left toes curled under, drop the left knee, pull the right knee back, look back around behind you, and breathe. Good, now back into squat position, and now reach your right leg out to the side so that the left toes are still curled under, and you've got your right foot reaching out with the toes up. Just going to hold it here for a minute. See if you can walk your hands back, lift up a bit so that you're almost sitting on your heel. Breathing, inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Bring the right leg back in. Find your squat position. And now extend the left leg out. Toes are up. Sitting back towards the right heel. See if you can lift the chest up a little higher. Looking up, breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Bring that leg back in. Hands in the center, slowly straighten your legs up, fold it down, and then come back into the squat. Straighten the legs and fold, and back into the squat. Straighten it up, and then back down. Straighten it up, and then back down. One more time, straighten it up, and then back down. Now drop your left knee down and come up into a kneeling position and extend the right leg like we did before. Nice long torso here. Toes are pointing up. Right hand on the right leg. Let's bring the left hand up overhead and then slowly slide the right hand down, finding gate pose. See if you can turn and look up towards the ceiling. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release, bring it back to center. Drop the left hand. Right leg comes in and switch sides. So the left leg goes out. Toes are pointing up. Spine is long. Right arm reaches up overhead. Left hand on the left leg. Slide it down the leg as you reach. The right arm up and over, opening the right side. See if you can turn your eyes, look up towards the ceiling, and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release, bring the right hand back down, bring that knee back in, and let's come back into having our toes curled under on our knees. And this time we're going to bring both hands back around, grab hold of your heels with your hands, lift the chest, raise your eyes looking up. And if you want, you can let your head roll back if that's appropriate. If that's too much, keep it in a more upright position. Breathe here. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Slowly come up nice and straight, taking your time here. Bring the tops of your feet back to the floor and swing side to side. Just taking a couple deep breaths. Good. And now with the tops of your feet on the floor, we're going to come into the full version of camel pose. So if that's too much for you, or it bothers your knees or anywhere in your body, you can repeat the hands to the back or the hands to the heels. Otherwise, tops of the feet are on the floor. You're going to swing those hands back around, placing palms on the soles of the feet. Pull the belly forward, lift the chest, and let your head move back. Heart open, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release, come up nice and straight. Sit back towards your heels. Let's open up the knees a little wider this time, and then slide your hands forward, just getting your forearms down on the floor, and let your head hang down. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Come back up. Bring your hands around to the side, walk the knees back in, and see if you can straighten one leg, and then just bring your foot alongside of you with the right leg. So left leg is straight, right leg is bent. If this bothers your knee, you can bring it in and place the foot on the inside of the left leg. And start with your hands behind you, sitting nice and tall, just using them for support to really lift the spine. Flex your left foot, keep it active, spread out those toes. And then let's see if we can slowly walk those hands back. Maybe you want to come down onto your forearms. Maybe that feels okay. If you're feeling ready for it, you can drop all the way down onto the floor and then reach your arms up overhead. Close your eyes and let's breathe here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. So bring your hands down alongside of you, come back up onto the forearms, come back up onto the hands, slowly straighten the spine, and then let's straighten out that right leg. Just shake it out. And now the right leg is going to stay long this time, and the left leg comes in to whichever version is appropriate for you. Try not to be leaning too far over to the right. So you want to take those hands behind you again and get yourself straight through the spine. Flex your right foot, spread out your toes, keep the right leg active, and then slowly see if you can come down onto your forearms. Keeping the chest lifted here. This may be the pose for you, just holding it right here. If you want to try and come all the way down, you can do that. If you want to bring arms up overhead and just hold the hands together, reaching out, and breathe for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring your hands down, coming back up onto the forearms. And take your time as you do this, just one step at a time here. And then coming back up onto your hands, and then walking those hands in, sitting nice and tall, and then release the left leg out and shake it out. Nice job. All right, let's keep the seated position here for a minute. And I want you to bend your right knee, bring it in, see if you can grab hold of your big toe with your peace fingers and your thumbs, sealing it. And then your left hand is going to go down and grab your right ankle or your shin or whatever you can get a good hold of. And then you're shifting over onto your left side here. You're going to pick up your right leg and imagine you're stringing a bow and arrow. Pull that right foot back. Breathing, hold it here. See if you can lift the foot up a little higher. See if you can pull it back a little further. And breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop it down, straighten out that leg, sit nice and tall, shake out your legs, and we'll go over to the other side. So the right leg is going to stay long this time. Bring in the left leg, grab the toe. If it's too hard to grab your toe, you can grab the ankle here and just lift up and pull back. But if you can get your toe, go ahead and do that. And then the right hand grabs on. You slide over onto your right cheek and then pick up the left foot, pull it back, lift the foot up, pull it back a little more, hang on to your shin or ankle with the right, and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop the leg, release. Come back to center and shake everything out. Swing your legs around to the side and let's come back into tabletop position. Let's curl the toes under and lift back up into downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet and slowly fold it down. Spread the arms, flat back lift, come all the way up and over. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. Let's come up to the top of the mat this time, finding Tadasana. Have your feet hip distance apart, hands together at your heart. And just close your eyes here for a moment. Take a deep breath in and release. Just take a moment here to notice what your thoughts are up to. How your body feels. Where your breath is at. Just being the observer, noticing. And then slowly let your eyes open. Exhale, hands down. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, look up. Exhale, release. Right foot back and left foot back. Drop knees. Exhale. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release. Push and lift. Come up to downward dog. Look towards your hands. Let's bring the right foot forward and plant the back foot. Come up with straight legs. Front toes are pointing forward and your back foot is planted. And now bring the arms up overhead and drop down into your lunge. Breathe here. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Arms come down, right arm forward, left arm back. Warrior 2, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Right elbow to the right knee. Left arm comes up and over for side angle pose. And breathe. Good. Drop your left hand down, drop your right hand down, and bring that right foot back. Drop your knees, exhale. Inhale, Cobra, exhale, release. Push and lift, come back up into downward dog. Look towards your hands, bring your left foot forward, plant the right foot, and come up with straight legs. Slowly raise the arms up overhead and drop down into your lunge, warrior 1. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Arms down, shoulder height. Bring the left arm forward and the right arm back. Warrior 2. Good. Now plant your left elbow to left knee. Bring the right arm up alongside of you, finding side angle pose. If you can, turn your eyes, try to look up and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Drop your hand down. Bring the left foot back. Drop your knees. Exhale down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release. Push and lift. Come back up to downward dog. And now looking towards your hands, let's bring the left foot forward and then the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. Release your hands down. Let's take a wide stance on the mat, coming into a 5-pointed star. Turn your palms up and then back down. Palms up and down, palms up and down. Bring those hands back around behind you, clasping them together. Draw the shoulder blades together. Reach the hands down. And let's lift the heart, raise the eyes, looking up. Good. Now bring your head forward and slowly hinging at the hips. Raise the arms up as the head goes down this time. Breathe for 3. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Release. Bring it all the way back up. Release your hands and just shake your hands, shake your legs. Get the kinks out. And then come back to center. Arms come back up to the side. Let's turn the right foot out and bring the left foot in, looking over at your right fingertips. Let's move the upper body over and out. Drop that right hand down and bring the left hand up, finding Trikanasana, triangle pose. So really think about extending your torso so it's nice and long. Try to open up. One way to do that is like if you bring your hand over to your left hand over to your right shoulder and slide your hand across like you're trying to open it up, and then bring the left hand up. It opens that front side a bit. Breathing. Let's bring that left hand down to the right hand. You can drop it to the floor or you can trade places. And then the right hand is going to swing up. You're coming into revolved triangle here. Right arm reaches up. You're twisting at the belly. Breathing. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Release. Drop the right hand down. Bring the left hand back up. And now on our next inhale, we'll bring it all the way back to standing. Inhale, lift, back up. Turn those feet forward. Let's bend the elbows, bend the knees, come down into a squat position. Thumbs to the palms, squeeze your hands. And now bring the arms in and squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, release. Keep it going. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Release, release the hands, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, and shake everything out. Just let your arms swing side to side. Bend your knees back and forth. And then come back to stillness. All right, over to the other side. Left foot turns out, right foot turns in. Arms are wide. Look at your front fingertips. Bring your upper body over and out and drop that left hand down as the right hand comes up. Take your right hand down to your left shoulder. Slide it across your chest to open up a little bit more and then bring that hand back up. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release. Drop the right hand down. Trade places with the left hand. And now the left hand swings up, coming into reverse Trikanasana. Breathe. Drop the left hand down. Bring the right hand back up. Take your time here. Legs are straight, torso is long. On the inhale, let's bring it all the way back up. 5-pointed star. Turn the toes out. Bend the elbows. Bend the knees. And now drop the hands down. Bring your chin to your chest. And then lift and look up. Drop it down and lift it up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Release your hands down. Straighten them out. Straighten the legs. Release the hands down and just let them be really loose. Swing them side to side. Shake it out. Then slow it down. Come back to center. Heel toe those feet in. Coming into standing. And let's try a balance pose this morning. Let's just try tree pose. So get steady on your feet. Find a spot where your feet feel solid. If standing on your mat feels too cushy, you can go over to a floor, a hard floor. I have a little bit of wood here I could do it on. Just take a minute to just notice on the bottoms of your feet where you're feeling nice and steady. And then let your eye find a focal point. Bring your hands to your hips. See if you can bring your left foot up and place it inside on your right leg. Bring your hands to your heart. Opening that heart. Leading with the heart. And then slowly arms up overhead. And open. Breathe here. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale, palms together. Back down to heart. Release that leg. And drop it back down. Just shake your hands out, shake your feet out, and take a minute. Get that left leg nice and steady on the floor. Find your focal point. Bring your hands to your hips as you slowly raise the right foot up. You may need to help it along. Place it where you want it. And then hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, open. And then hands together. And back down. Release the foot. And come back to 2 feet. Just walk it out a little. It's always interesting how some days you can just pop right up into a balance pose and feel nice and steady, and other times you're like shaking all over the place. Just walk it out a little. Let's do some more toe stretches. So come up onto your right toes and draw circles with your right knee. Heel is up. And then reverse that circle the other way. And then drop that foot down, come up onto your left toes, start drawing a circle with your left knee. And then reverse other way. Good. Bring your wrists out in front, point the fingers up, just reaching long. Take your right hand over and pull the left fingers towards you. And then point the fingers down, press the hand on top of press your right hand on top of your left hand. Just stretching out the wrists here. And now the right fingers point up, left hand comes over. Right arm is long. And then point the fingers down, press the top of your right hand with your left hand. And then flexing at your wrists with your fingers pointing out, bring your hands all the way in and then as far around as you can. Together and around. Together and around, together and around. Good. And then just shake all that out. Let's come down onto the floor into seated position, finding Dandasana. Have your legs out in front, nice and long, and your hands can be behind you. Lifting the chest, point the toes away from you. Lift the chest, raise the eyes, look up. You can have your hands just pressing into the floor, keeping the spine long here, heart open, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring your head forward, release those hands, flex your feet, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, slowly fold it forward, reaching out, seeing what you can get a hold of, trying to drop your nose down towards your knees. Good, and then slowly bring it back up. Bring your right leg in. Place your right leg on top of the left leg. Let's flex both of those feet. Bring the arms up and over, and then exhale, fold. Drop your nose towards your knee. And then come back up. Uncross, shake it out a little. And now bring in the other side. Left foot comes onto the right leg into half lotus. Arms reach up overhead. Flex both feet. Spread the toes. And slowly fold it down. I kind of get to a spot here where I think I'm at my edge. And then if I just hold it for a minute and try to drop a little deeper, I can usually go down a little further. So check that out. Where can you get to? Keep dropping it down. And then slowly release, come back up. Let's open up the legs wide into a V shape. Have your feet flexed, your toes pointing up. Bring your hands in front. So you want to keep a nice long torso here. The movement's coming out of your hips. And we're going to bring it forward with a flat back and then come back up. Bring it forward and back up. Bring it forward and back up. Now see if you can walk your hands out a little bit further. Keep those feet flexed. Keep reaching your hands forward, trying to keep the back as long as you can, for as long as you can, as you walk forward. And then eventually you can drop your nose down, drop your head down, see where you can get to. Good, and then bring it back up. Nice and long. Now we're going to bring our right hand down along the inside of our right leg. See if you can drop your elbow to the floor and grab your big toe. If that's not available to you, you can just be grabbing your ankle. So see what works here. And now you're going to reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn your palm up so it's like you're pushing up against the ceiling. And then bring that arm up and over and see where you can get to. Turn the eyes, look up. Breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Arm comes up, right hand releases, come back up to center. Just shake out the upper body a little bit here. And we'll go over onto the other side. So the left hand slides along the inside of the left leg. Drop the elbow, grab the toe or the ankle, whatever works. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Flex the wrist like you're pushing up. And then bring that arm up and over for an incredible side stretch on your right side. Breathing. Look up. Good, and then bring the hand back up. Come all the way back up to seated position. Tuck those elbows in by your torso and have your palms facing up. Imagine you're holding 2 cups of hot tea that you don't want to spill, and you're going to twist over to the left and offer the tea over here, and then come back to center, and then over to the right and back to center. So you're not coming up off your cheek back here. Keep your lower body planted. We're just moving the upper body here. Back to center, over right, back to center, over left, back to center, over right, back to center, over left. Good. And then release that out, shake it out, and come back to center. Let's bring the feet in, have the soles of the feet together, and you want them to be a bit away from you, so don't pull them in all the way. You want to have the bottoms of your feet together, and then bring your hands inside of your legs. Pick your knees up, and now wander your hands out and see if you can place your palms on the tops of your feet. You may need to adjust your feet in or out a little bit. And then slowly you're going to let your head drop down. Imagine you could bring your forehead to your heels. Good. And then slowly lift your head back up, unwind, bring it around, swing your legs to one side, and we're going to come back down onto our belly. Start with your hands out in front and the tops of your feet on the floor. And on the inhale, we're going to lift arms and legs and balance on the torso. All right, ready, begin. Inhale, lift. Raise the arms, raise the legs, eyes look up, and breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring it down, drop your chin to the mat, bend your knees, let your legs go side to side. Drop those feet back down, bring your arms down alongside of you this time, tops of the feet to the mat. This time we're going to do the same type of motion, only the arms will come up and back. Ready, begin. Lift the chest, lift the head, lift the legs, lift the arms, eyes look up, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop your chin to the mat, bend your knees, let the legs go side to side. Now keep your feet lifted, walk your knees together, and see if you can reach around and either grab your heels or around your ankles. Draw the shoulder blades together. If you have your ankles, flex your feet. And now on the inhale, we're going to press the feet into the hands, lift the chest, and come up for bow pose. Ready, begin. Inhale, lift. Pressing the feet into the hands, lift up a little higher, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Eyes are up. Flex your feet, spread your toes. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release. Drop it down. Spread the arms wide. Let your feet move side to side. Good. Drop your feet back down to the floor. Slide your hands in. And we're going to roll over onto our backs now. You want to be positioned so that you're spread out across the whole bottom of your mat when your legs are spread out. And just take a minute here to feel your shoulders, your spine, your tailbone, your butt, your legs, your feet, your head, your shoulders, everything connecting to the floor. And now lift up your right knee, bring it in towards you. Lift up your left knee, bring it in towards you. Wrap your right arm around and then your left arm around. And just give yourself a big hug here. Lift your head up, curl up into a nice tight ball, and just holding it here, breathing. Good, drop your head down, release your arms, straighten out your left leg, keep your right leg in, place your right foot on your left leg, and now you're going to take your left hand and cross that leg over, spread out your right arm, drop your right shoulder down to the floor, and look over to the right. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Bring that leg back to center. Straighten out the right leg. Bring the left leg in. Just give it a little hug in towards your belly. And then place your left foot on your right leg. With your right hand, slide that left leg over to the right. Spread out your right arm. Your left arm. Drop your left shoulder to the floor and turn and look left. Breathing. Good. Bring it back to center. Straighten out that left leg. With your hands, you're going to make this diamond shape, and you're going to do it underneath you. So you're going to pick up your butt, make the diamond shape, and then sit right on the diamond. And now straighten out both legs, pointing the toes, and then lift up onto your elbows. Walk those elbows together. Lengthen the legs, point the toes, and now lift the chest and slowly let your head roll back, finding fish pose. You may or may not be able to get the crown of your head down onto the floor. That's fine. Just listen to your body. Heart is fully open here. Thinking about sending love out into this world today. Focusing on the heart. Breathing. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale, release. Lift your head up and drop down onto the back of your head. Remove the hands out from underneath you. Bring one hand to one knee, one hand to the other. Legs are separated, and just make some big circles in one direction and then the other. All right, and then begin to prepare for Shavasana by straightening out your legs, stretching out your arms. If you are feeling a little chilly and you want to cover up, feel free to do that. Get yourself into a completely comfy and settled position. And just take a minute, wiggle out anything that you're still noticing is tight or that you're holding on to. And just let it soften. Take one last deep breath in. Exhale, release. And now just let your breath return back to its normal soft inhale, soft exhale. And keep your mind's eye on your breath, focusing on the inhale and the exhale. On your next breath in, breathe in a little deeper. Exhale, release. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Start to move your body. Bring the knees into the chest, curl up, and roll over onto your side. And now bring yourself back up to seated position. You can let your eyes be soft or closed. Let's bring our hands together at our heart. Just take a moment to bow your head to your practice. My wish for you today is health in your body, peace in your mind, and love in your heart. Namaste.